हेलो बच्चों, कैसे हो आप सब? कुशल मंगल? ठीक है। आज हम पढ़ेंगे ये एक्सपेरिमेंट जो शुरू होता है यहाँ से और इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट से होते हुए, ये क्रिस्टल से होते हुए और उसके स्टैंड से होते हुए कांस्टेंट इलेक्ट्रिक करंट पावर सप्लाई से होते हुए जाकर गॉस मीटर पर ख़त्म होता है। ठीक है, तो बहुत बड़ा वाला एक्सपेरिमेंट है, यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक, है ना। शुरुआत करते हैं इस एक्सपेरिमेंट की। हम लोग जानते हैं कि कौन सा वस्तु क्या काम करता है। यह जो है, यह है इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट। इसका काम है कि चुंबकीय शक्ति यहाँ पे पैदा करना। इसके अंदर से बिजली घूमती है इनके तारों में से, और चुंबकीय शक्ति यहाँ पे ठीक बीचों बीच पैदा होती है। इस चुंबकीय शक्ति के बीचों बीच हमको रखना है यह वाला क्रिस्टल। क्रिस्टल को हम क्या कहते हैं हिंदी में, मुझे नहीं पता, आप पता लगाइए और उसको वहाँ पे डाल दीजिए। ठीक है। और ये है यहाँ पे घूमने वाले वस्तु, जिनको कहते हैं क्या पता हिंदी में, पता नहीं, यहाँ पे भी है। और इसके लिए बिजली जो आती है वो आती है यह वस्तु से। यह वस्तु का नाम है पावर सप्लाई फॉर इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट। शक्ति देने वाला चुंबकीय बिजली वाले चुंबक के लिए। समझ लीजिए आप इसको। यहाँ पे बंद बटन है, यहाँ पे चालू बटन है, नीचे कर दो चालू हो जाएगा सही तरह से। जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं, अगर आप यहाँ पे मौजूद होते तो ये यहाँ पे बिलबिला नहीं रहा होता। ये बिलबिला रहा है बिकॉज ऑफ FPS ऑफ माई कैमरा, फ्रेम्स पर सेकेंड, है ना। तो 50-60 फ्रेम्स पर सेकेंड वगैरह जो भी है इसकी सेटिंग, उस हिसाब से इसको ये पकड़ रहा है। फिर जब मैं इस वस्तु को घुमाऊँगा, यहाँ पे नंबर बदलेंगे। नंबर को हिंदी में कहते हैं अक्षर। यह अक्षर बदलेंगे और चुंबकीय शक्ति यहाँ पे तेज़ हो जाएगी बीचों बीच। जैसे चुंबकीय शक्ति तेज़ हो जाएगी, मैं इस क्रिस्टल को यहाँ पे डाल दूँगा नीचे बीच में, और यहाँ पे इस वस्तु के अंदर मैं देखूँगा कि पहले इस बटन को तो चालू कर लें, फिर मैं देखूँगा कि कितना वोल्टेज को क्या कहते हैं हिंदी में, कुछ तो कितना यहाँ पे कुछ तो पैदा होगा, आप उसको समझ लें, है ना। और यहाँ पे है बिजली को मोड़ने वाला एक वस्तु। इस वस्तु को ऐसे घुमाएं, यहाँ पे बिजली बदलती है। जैसे बिजली बदलेगी वैसे ही यहाँ पे वोल्टेज बदलेगा, है ना। तो देखिए आप इसको कैसे कर सकते हैं। बहुत ही मज़ेदार यह एक्सपेरिमेंट है। और यहाँ पे एक और वस्तु है जो करेगा काम पता लगाने का कि कितनी है चुंबकीय शक्ति यहाँ पे, है ना। इसको देखिए, यह बारीक दिखने वाला वस्तु है ना। इसको हम कह सकते हैं एक राड, जिसको इंग्लिश में कहते हैं रॉड, और हिंदी में हम इसको कह सकते हैं राड, है ना। इस राड को हमने लेना है और यहाँ पे ऐसे रखना है। ओह, इसको तो हटा दें पहले, इसको यहाँ पे रखें और देखें कैसे ये नंबर यहाँ पे बदलते हैं, है ना। इसको यहाँ पे रखें, अक्षर बदल रहे हैं। तो यह जानने के लिए कि कितनी चुंबकीय शक्ति पैदा हो रही है यहाँ पे, हमें यह पहचानना ज़रूरी होगा कि वातावरण में कितनी चुंबकीय शक्ति पैदा है ना। उसके लिए हमें यह वातावरण की चुंबकीय शक्ति को 0 पर लाकर रख देते हैं। इस वातावरणीय चुंबकीय शक्ति को 0 पर, है ना बच्चों। देख लीजिए, वातावरणीय चुंबकीय शक्ति हो गई 0, बिल्कुल। अरे वाह, बिल्कुल 0 हो गई। अब क्या करना है, इसको हम आपको बताएंगे अंग्रेज़ी में, क्योंकि हिंदी हमें उतनी अच्छी नहीं आती। तो लेट अस प्रोसीड, पुट इट ऑफ नाउ। This experiment is same as Hall effect experiment, where you have to find the Hall coefficient of germanium crystal. This is the germanium crystal, correct? It has 4 probes. 2 probes will bring in current, and 2 probes will measure the voltage. What is Hall effect? Everything you know, you have studied it in detail, so I need not explain you what Hall effect is in this video again. Okay? But I can still tell you that if current is allowed to pass through a crystal in one direction, and magnetic field is applied in a direction perpendicular to the direction of the current, like this. Direction of current is this, magnetic field is this direction, so they both are mutually perpendicular to each other. Then which is the third perpendicular direction to both these directions? This one, the vertical direction, right? A voltage is developed in this direction because of the current and magnetic field that are acting simultaneously in mutually perpendicular directions on this crystal. That voltage which is developed is called as Hall voltage, and this entire effect is called as Hall effect. Understood? Now what we can do, the current which we have passed through the crystal, we can keep it constant and vary the magnetic field and note down how much voltage is developed. Or we can keep the magnetic field constant, vary the current that is going through the crystal, and again note down how much voltage is developed. Okay? Two ways you can do this experiment, and you have to do it in both ways, right? So in this experiment we have to first find Hall coefficient of the semiconductor and study its effect or use as a transducer, which is not there in this write-up unfortunately, but you have it in the journal that I have photos that I have sent you. Okay, so let us do the first experiment. You have the observation table, you have the readings, everything on you. You just have to refer your old journal or even the journal pictures that I have sent you, and everything will be clear. So first what we will do, we will keep the current 0. Okay, let's keep the current 0, and we will keep magnetic field constant here at, let's say, 1000 Gauss. All right, how do you measure magnetic field? Take this sensor, okay, and place it exactly in the middle. Move it slightly to see where you get the maximum magnetic field. Wherever you get maximum magnetic field, that value you note down as the magnetic field of this electromagnet. Okay, flux it is actually, but you can always write flux in terms of magnetic field. So let us keep the magnetic field at 1000 Gauss. So put on this instrument. I have adjusted the 0 here to 0, yeah, meaning 0 adjustment I have done, and I have kept the scale here at 2K. So whatever reading you get here, multiplied by 1000, because it is getting multiplied by 1000. Maximum value of magnetic flux that this meter can read at this knob would be 2000 Gauss or 2 kilo Gauss. Any reading above that, it will show as overload, and you would have to switch the knob to 20K. Cool. So let us see what is the magnetic field here. I hold this here. Whoa, 170. Okay, here I'm holding it here. 170 something. I want it to be 1000. So let us change this current. If I increase the current will power the electromagnet here, and magnetic flux produced will increase. Let us see now how much magnetic flux is produced. Nice, around 920. Let me increase it slightly more. सही. देखो बच्चों, वह हो गया 982, है ना? इसको कर देते हैं और थोड़ा ज़्यादा, और ये हो गया सुंदर 1019. Consider that to be 1000. I cannot do fine adjustments here, so consider that is 1000 Gauss. So the job of this is done. Okay, you may even put it off, no problem. Now the crystal here, some voltage will be set up inside the crystal also because of the current that is flowing. So you see that as I increase the current here to 1 milliamp, let me increase the current. Okay, let us take readings in 0.5. Oh no, let us take it in 1 milliamp only. Fine. Yeah, as I increase the current to 1 milliamp, some voltage is also there, because current will flow only if there is a potential difference between the points. So this is that potential difference. okay, which is causing this amount of current to flow through the crystal. This is not Hall voltage which is set up. Now if I make the crystal come in the influence of magnetic field here, then you will see that, let me note down this number, 15 something, no, 16 something. Slowly this crystal is gonna come in the influence of the magnetic field. Excuse the setup here because it should be perfectly perpendicular, but it's okay, you get it, you get what I'm saying. So it comes here, and it increased. How much was it earlier? 16 something, no? See, when you remove this out, it was 16, and when you put this in, that increased. Okay, so what do you have to do? You have to note down what voltage was here before the crystal was kept in the influence of magnetic field. That voltage will be your error voltage, you can call it error voltage. It's not error voltage, call it error voltage, because we need to subtract that error from this final reading. This final reading here is giving you the total voltage across that crystal. So some of that voltage is due to current that is flowing, and some of that voltage is Hall voltage. You want to measure what is Hall voltage. So Hall voltage will be this particular voltage which you get because of Hall effect, and the earlier voltage which was there without the magnetic field. Subtract the error voltage from the total voltage. So 19 minus 16, around 3 volts, 3 millivolts in fact. 3 millivolts will be your Hall voltage. For how much current? 1 milliamp current. Okay, open your journals, look at the observation table for the next reading. What do you, so this table which I am doing, no, is, I'll show you, is this table, this particular table. So I'm increasing the current in milliamps, noting down the voltage. Okay, increasing the current, noting down the voltage. Then in the second table, what we will do is we'll keep the current constant at 5 milliamp, change the magnetic field here, and note down the voltage here, right? So first table is keeping the magnetic field constant. Here this student has kept the magnetic field constant at 975. We have kept the magnetic field constant at around 1020. Okay, and I am in changing the current and noting down the voltage, error voltage, total voltage. This minus that will be Hall voltage. Beautiful. Let us now see. For second reading, remove the crystal from magnetic field influence and increase the current to 2 milliamps. Yes, Sundar. Aha, वेरी गुड. ओ, ऐसे भी हो जाता है कभी कभी, उसको आप ध्यान ना दें, बस प्यार से इसको घुमाएं. ओहो, ओह, यह, हाँ, समझ लीजिए कि यह है बिल्कुल जैसे कि 2 मिलीएम्प वाला बिजली है ना. यस, 2 milliamp current is there. This much is the error voltage which is present in the crystal, which is developed across the crystal because of only the current that is flowing. Now as I move the crystal in the magnetic field, you will notice that the voltage has changed, right? So similarly, this voltage minus the previous one will give you Hall voltage. Similarly, you do it for 10 different readings by changing the current here in steps of 1 milliamp. Go from 1 milliamp till 10 milliamp in steps of 1 milliamp, and do this for 10 different readings. Got it? And once you get Hall voltage, use the formula. RH is equal to VH is Hall voltage, I is the current, H is the magnetic field. In your case, magnetic field is kept constant. I is whatever you are giving, you're changing it. Z is the thickness of the crystal, which is 0.67 millimeters. You know that, you have it on your journals. So Hall coefficient will be whatever answer you get from here. Okay, so V by I is resistance, so unit will be ohms. Centimeter for this Z is the thickness, take the thickness in centimeters. Ohms, centimeter per This field will be in Gauss, flux will be in Gauss. Ohms centimeter per Gauss will be the unit of Hall coefficient that you get. Okay, do it in this way. And then the second way to do it would be remove the crystal, keep the current constant at 5 milliamps. Keep the current constant at 5 milliamps. Here, aha, सुंदर, बहुत बढ़िया, ओह बहुत खूब। जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे वोल्टेज बन गया है 78.5 और 4 के बीच में यह नाच रहा है ना। तो इसको होने दीजिए, इसको समझ लीजिए आप 78.2 समझ लीजिए इसको, है ना, 78.2। तो यह वाला वोल्टेज होगा अपना एरर वोल्टेज, क्योंकि यह वाला वोल्टेज है इतने करंट की वजह से बिना चुंबकीय शक्ति के वातावरणीय इफ़ेक्ट की वजह से। इफ़ेक्ट को हिंदी में क्या कहते हैं आप समझ लो अपने आप। सो यहाँ पे देखो कुछ नहीं है यहाँ पे, तो बढ़ाते हैं मैग्नेटिक फील्ड को, इसको कर दीजिए शून्य, शून्य कर दिया मैग्नेटिक फील्ड। तो इस मैग्नेटिक फील्ड मतलब यह करंट है, यह करंट है एम्पियर्स में, बहुत बड़ा वाला करंट है ये, इसलिए यह वस्तु भी जो है बहुत वज़न है, देखिए कितना वज़नदार है। ये वाला तो बहुत हल्का फुल्का है ना, बहुत वज़नदार है क्योंकि ये अंदर बहुत सारे कण हैं इसमें। कण का मतलब मुझे पता नहीं मैंने क्यों कहा। तो आप देख लीजिए, इसको कर देता हूँ मैं 0.1 एंड आई वांट टू सी व्हाट इज़ द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड दैट इज़ सेट अप। Magnetic field that is set up for 0.1 current is 281 Gauss. Okay, magnetic flux, right? Done. So note down magnetic flux 281 Gauss. For that flux, you see what is the voltage produced. So the voltage earlier was 78 something. Now when I have moved the crystal in the magnetic field, it has become 82. So you subtract the two and the difference will be Hall voltage. Okay, for the next reading, take it out and increase the current to 0.2 and see what is the magnetic field corresponding to that current, and it should be 398 358 है ना, 358 है जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड बन रहा है इस चुंबक की वजह से, बिजलीदार चुंबक, इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट। सो यह बन गया है वहाँ पे 300। ये थोड़ा हिल डुल रहा है, लेकिन आप समझ लीजिए कि जो भी मैक्सिमम मतलब ज़्यादा बढ़ोतरी वाला जो भी आपको मिल रहा है उसको आप लिख लीजिए अपनी कापी पे, है ना। कापी मतलब किताब, बुक। सो हो गया। फिर उसके बाद आपको क्या करना है, यह तो यहाँ पे कांस्टेंट रहेगा बेटा, क्योंकि इसको हम हिला नहीं रहे, इसको हम चेंज नहीं कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। सो देन you want to put it inside again and then note down the voltage here. This has increased because magnetic field has increased, no? Take the difference of the two and that difference will be your Hall voltage. Do this again for 10 different readings by changing the current here in steps of 0.1. Every time you change the current here, the magnetic field is going to change, okay, and accordingly the Hall voltage developed is also going to change. Note down the Hall voltage for different values and calculate Hall coefficient using the same formula, RH equals VH by IH into Z, where VH is now Hall voltage, Hall coefficient you calculate, by the way. Hall voltage I you have kept constant at 5 milliamp, H is changing and Z is remaining same. So Hall voltage you will have, Hall coefficient you will have by two different methods. One is by keeping I constant changing H, second is by keeping H constant changing I. In both the tables you're gonna take 10 readings. Understood? So this experiment is not, the name of the experiment is not this. This name is for Hall effect experiment, but we are studying Hall effect, study of Hall coefficient, calculation of Hall coefficient, as well as Hall effect to be used as a transducer. So the second part of the experiment involves you using this setup as a transducer. What is a transducer? Transducer is a device which converts one type of signal to the other, analog to digital or digital to analog. Okay, it works both ways. So we want to convert, in this experiment we can convert analog signal to digital signal. So what we can do is, have this crystal here set up. Okay, keep current at 5 milliamps. Keep some magnetic field. Some magnetic field you can keep. Take a ruler. Here. Okay, and let's say that the crystal is here close to the electromagnet, but not in the magnetic field. Okay, close to the electromagnet, and this distance, let us call it as 0 centimeters. This distance is 0 centimeters. Fine, this distance is 0. I'll take a smaller ruler. Dr. Bhargav, can you please pass me on that smaller ruler, please? Wow, amazing skills here of passing on the rulers. Amazing cooperation by Dr. Bhargav. And I shall place this here. And what you do is, distance or displacement will be your analog signal, and voltage which is developed here will be your digital signal. Okay, so see, I am changing displacement here by 1 centimeter, and voltage there is changing. Okay, so you are basically converting in a way you are measuring what is the distance traveled by this crystal in magnetic field by actually knowing what is the voltage that it produces. Okay, the actual experiment requires you pressing the crystal and then noting down what is the change in voltage, but we can't afford to do it because we can't afford to lose this crystal. So instead of converting stress that is developed in this crystal into voltage, we are trying to convert the displacement of this crystal into voltage. So as you go on moving the crystal inside the magnetic field, the voltage changes. See, I push it in further, voltage changes, push it in further, voltage changes. So what you have to do, go on increasing the distance and see how that voltage changes, and take that reading for till the voltage increases and then decreases further, because eventually this crystal will pass through this electromagnet and will be in weaker magnetic field again. So voltage will go to a higher value and then decrease again as this passes through or passes beyond the magnetic field influence. Okay, so in that way we will have converted displacement into voltage. That becomes our means of that can be used as a sensor. Okay, cool, everything is there. Then what you have to do, you have to plot a graph. Yeah, all that is given in your write-up. You have to plot a graph between VH and I, and then take the slope, calculate Hall coefficient for this particular experiment where you are changing current and measuring voltage. And you can also plot a graph between VH and H in the second part where you are changing the magnetic field. Here you can plot a graph between Hall voltage versus the magnetic field. Okay, two graphs you can plot. Then the third graph will be graph of transducer. So you will have voltage here on y-axis, distance traveled on the z-axis, x-axis, and the graph will look something like this. Voltage will go on increasing as the crystal reaches the field, the region of maximum magnetic field. The voltage will become maximum. As the crystal goes further, the voltage will go on decreasing because it will enter region of lesser magnetic field. Okay, so that graph is going to show you the effect of the use of Hall effect as a transducer. Okay, that was your study of Hall effect and its applications as a transducer experiment. Thank you.